Hello, good afternoon. This is Dorothy Carlson from Phoenix Natural Health. And today we're going to be talking about, of all things, Sukkot. So we have Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, and Sukkot, which is the Feast of Booths. So some very interesting things have happened this year. Okay, so we had Rosh Hashanah, and then 8 days later we had Yom Kippur on October 11th. So during that time, we had a comet that only appears once every 86,000 years called the Tsuchinshan, Tsuchinshan Atlas comet came by, and its number is C slash 2023A3. Now, this comet only appears once every 86,000 years. So as this was happening, and it's kind of a long, slow comet. It's not one of these ones that just kind of flashes in a tenth of a second. So it takes a couple seconds for it to cross the sky. It's very visible. No, I'm a coward. I hid in my house. Respect it. But the thing is that was occurring to me is, did Noah, Methuselah, and Enoch, and everybody that was living in the end of the last ice age see this comet? And a lot of things have been on my heart and on my spirit, especially with the last year of the war in Israel, and then in 2023, some folks said that the Euphrates, Tigris and Euphrates dried up, and all of these different end times events. Now, personally, I'm Jewish, and I was a Christian for a time, so don't hate me. But I see parallels right now. I see parallels happening. So, in ancient times, it was spoken of dragons, snakes appearing in the sky. Were they talking about comets? And a dragon or snake was supposed to come in the sky and herald the the days of Noah. And then you have Isaiah 2 verse 4. Okay, and I'm going to paraphrase that. Don't have it right in front of me. That nations shall not make war against nations, neither shall they learn war anymore. They shall turn their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. So as I'm looking at all of these events coming together, I'm looking at Torah, I'm looking at the Christian Bible, and just all of these things are just, to me, are absolutely fascinating, to the point that I've got to check myself. And I'm being treated for some diseases. So thou shalt not learn war anymore. Shall turn your swords into plowshares and your spears into pruning hooks. For me, one of my big swords is medicines that actually do more harm than heal. Now, for a long time, for many years, decades actually, I've been using mostly natural medicine, mostly diet, herbs, supplements. And of course, there's prayer, meditation, qigong, and um, your mind, mindfulness, controlling my thoughts so that I'm not bashing myself, taking weapons of war and using them for healing. Spears, long distance, long term, into a pruning hook. Well, what do we prune? We prune trees. I've got to prune my rose bushes, trees that produce fruit to nourish us, and those trees have got to be maintained. Swords into plowshares. I'm going to go back, revert back for a minute. plowshares are to plow a field. You've got to cultivate that field and get it ready for planting. So generally we grow crops in seasons, and you got to replant like twice a year, which is what Sukkot is about. It's about the fall harvest. Okay. And so what am I planting in my field? What am I putting in my field? Good thoughts, good actions. You see, your thoughts and actions attract angels. Oh my God, she's really getting weird. It attracts good or evil, depending on what we do. And those angels help our field, our body, our health. So we're in a time of tremendous change. We're in a time where we really, really need to cultivate our mind and change our diet, our medicine, so that we are nourishing our field, nourishing our body, so that we can grow good fruit, health, healing. And so as I'm looking at this time in this season, the last year especially has been really rough on me physically. A lot of crazy stuff has been happening. So for me and my health, I cling to Isaiah 2 verse 4 to turn my swords into plowshares and my spears into pruning hooks, nourishing and healing my body rather than harming it, looking for the long term, my future, building a better future through taking care of my body. And then I'm also looking at the times and seasons here, as I just have mentioned several times. What am I doing in society? Are my words healing, promoting, and am I standing against evil things, harming my body, harming others' bodies? Am I an advocate for good things? I personally believe that Mashiach, though a lot of people believe Mashiach is a person that's going to save the world, I think Mashiach is us and our attitudes and actions, which can be infectious. Bringing a smile to a person's face can save their lives. Or you can use your words to harm. You can use your words, which can be turned into policy. Our actions can be used to harm and to create policy. So anyways, on October 10th was the day before Yom Kippur. October 11th was Yom Kippur. And from what I'm reading, that this comet went all the way until the 14th. I think those numbers are very interesting. And right now we are on October 20th. We're in the middle of Sukkot, where we are under the shelter of God right now. And so let's receive our blessings. Let's receive our miracles. And let's take our blessings and our miracles and use them to do good things, healing things. Turn our swords into plowshares, our spears into pruning hooks, and let's take the energy of this comet that came by and let's make a better world. Thank you for listening, and I'm going to put some links in the description below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I know I need to post more often, but I will. Like and subscribe to my channel. And as I'm sitting here in the sukkah, join me, be blessed, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. So please have an amazing day and look for some good positive things that you can do with your life.